Ooh, good morning. Good morning, everyone. It is Car Chronicles. It is Wednesday. We are moving along in the week. Top of the morning to everyone. Hope you guys are having a splendid morning. I had to stop for gas this morning, y'all. Some gas and a few snacks. So y'all forgive me for us being a little slightly late. I wouldn't say we're late. We're just a little behind, just a little bit. It's okay. It's all right. It's hump day, honey. We're going to get through it. All right. Good morning. Good morning. I see y'all coming in. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So many ways to say good morning. Good morning. All right. Let me just first of all go ahead and say, you guys know yesterday we did not have a pop in because I had some school stuff that I had to do with my son yesterday, and that kind of took a great deal of my time. So by the time I finished that, there was no way I was about to hop on and go live because it would have pushed me to be like kind of late. So I opted to go ahead and postpone it. I'll probably do a special pop in to make up for that on Saturday. But yeah, my apologies to you guys. But y'all know I got to be a mom and school stuff, honey. We got to get that out of the way. School is important. I mean, that takes precedence over me hopping my ass on live and talking junk. So we got to make sure that my baby has what he needs to have for school. All right, so that's what I was doing yesterday. Y'all know these teachers be sending home all kind of stuff that they want done, and child be feeling like sometimes I'm in school. I'm like, why y'all send this much damn homework home? My baby is only in 2nd grade. Like, damn. But yeah, so that's what I was doing yesterday upon coming home and seeing all this stuff his teacher sent home to have done. I was like, damn. So, but yeah, that's what Caramel was. I know y'all were looking for me, and I hated to have to postpone it, but that's where I was, okay? But as I always do, it will be made up to you guys, okay? So, definitely. All right, so let's go ahead and do my disclaimer. Everything in the video that's said is alleged and in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment, okay? Again, fair use and entertainment. All right. Good morning to all. Thank you so much. I see Belle Wilson here as well as Linda Gamble. Thank you guys for being here modding for me this morning. All right, let's get on with the show. Y'all know celebrity news is always first. We got some good topics for you guys this morning. I hope you guys enjoy the show. All right, hope you did not forget to also hit that like button. All right, so that we'll know you in the building and we can stay in the algorithm with YouTube. All right, let YouTube know, hey, we are watching Caramel's videos. All right, let's keep this train rolling. All right, so the first topic of the day is I saw something where I was reading about Britney Spears, guys. She has her tell-all book coming out. It's called A Woman in Me, and in her book she is slamming Justin Timberlake. I like Justin Timberlake. Okay, he's like the white brother. Y'all know what I mean? He's like the brother. Like he's the guy that you can invite to the cookout because he just got a little soul in him. Y'all know it. I like Justin Timberlake. But she reveals in her book about Justin Timberlake that while she dated him back in the day, that he actually cheated on her multiple times, and that she even wound up getting pregnant by him, and they kept it hush hush. And that she wound up having to get an AB to get rid of the baby because, as you guys know, their careers were just kind of jumping off back then. But she says that it was a mutual decision between the two of them, mostly him, because he was not ready to be a dad at the time. Like I said, they were young. Their careers were taking off. They were getting so many different things. They were getting ready to go on tour. It was a lot of stuff going on. So really, it was a bad time for the two of them to be trying to be parents and have a baby. So they decided mutually, mostly his decision, according to her, that they would get rid of the baby and carry on with their relationship and their lives, at which eventually they wound up breaking up. Okay, they wound up breaking up. But yeah, I was like, I never knew that. I kind of like, sometimes I like tell-all books, and I like documentaries and docuseries because, like I said, I like knowing the behind the scenes of people's lives. You know, in particular celebrities, crime shows and stuff like that. I like too, because I like to be able to pick people's brains and find out why they do things that they do. Criminals, you just never know how it goes with criminals. But I like looking at stuff like that. Call me crazy, but I like stuff like that. First 48 and all that, not to get off topic too much, but I like stuff like that. But oh yeah. Now, like I said, their careers were just jumping off and they were very, very young. But I'm not really in favor of somebody getting an AB. And you do whatever you want to do with your body, unless you wind up in a situation to where somebody violates you and then you get pregnant behind that violation. Then I'm all for it, because looking at that child, it's going to be a constant reminder of what happened to you. And who wants to be in a situation like that where, you know, where you have a child from somebody that you don't even know, or maybe you did know them and they violated you in a way to where you're now pregnant with this person's baby, and you got to raise this child, and every day it's a constant reminder of what this person did because you're looking at their seed. You know, in a situation like that, and like I said, I'm not for ABs, but in a situation I would totally understand that and I would be for it. I'm just saying. You do whatever you want to do with your body, but in that situation I totally would be for somebody having an AB. But also in the book, they asked people were asking Christina Aguilera in an interview if she was worried about Britney Spears getting ready to put out this tell-all book, because you know she and Britney Spears, they kind of had some rifts back in the day as well, because she grew up in that era where they all grew up on the Mickey Mouse Club and all that back in the day, but they were all friends. And they asked her, was she worried about the things that Britney Spears was going to be putting in this book? Was she worried about being mentioned in the book? She was saying that she hopes that she and Britney are in a good space, and that they were in a good space most recently, because she doesn't want to be named in the book. She was like, yeah, I hope me and Britney is in a good place. Meaning that, yeah, I did a whole bunch of stuff back in the day, and I don't want that shit mentioned in the book. Like, who wants their deep, dark secrets from somebody who they thought was their friend to be mentioned in a tell-all book? That could be very damaging, especially to her career, to her reputation, like everything. You kind of know people for what you know them for, but then when you start telling little secrets, that can kind of put, you know, this certain stigma on a certain person, to where they can be embarrassed by that. It's hard being a celebrity. I mean, I ain't never been a celebrity, but it's got to be hard to be a celebrity to have all your business put out there, and then people along the way start writing tell-all books and talking about stuff that you never ever in life want to ever get out, that you kind of want to take to your grave, but they decide in their own crazy mind that they want to put it out. So I'm sure Christina Aguilera's done some crazy wild shit back in the day that she don't want talked about, but Britney, baby's doing all this tell-all book. She's doing this tell-all book, I mean, telling people business. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. She's crazy. But like I said, I like Christina Aguilera as well. She was very talented back in the day and still is. I was a huge fan. Genie in the Bottle, I think I sung that louder than anybody. That whole entire album, I knew like every single song, every word on that song. I love me some Christina Aguilera. She can do no wrong in my eyes. But they were wild. They were kids. They were teenagers. They were young. They're going to do some things. They were obviously being intimate with each other if she wound up getting pregnant. But hey, that's what teenagers and younger kids do. And when you have that kind of lifestyle and money, and you know, you wild. I mean, hell, I looked at Tevin Campbell's documentary where he talked about at 14, 15 years old, he was drinking and hanging out in clubs like a grown-up. He was hanging around grown people, doing what grown people did at 14 and 15 years old while he was doing his career. Because y'all know he got signed very, very young. So I'm just like, wow. So, and then he wound up having issues with alcohol very, very early on, because from like 14 on up, he was drinking. Like drinking very heavily. He would get to go to clubs and parties, like Hollywood parties, and he would be drinking right along with the adults, and nobody was telling him nothing because he was Tevin Campbell. I was just like, wow. So, hey, love me some Tevin Campbell as well. But let's move on to the next topic. Todd Tucker, which is Kandi Burruss' husband, reveals that he and Candy's sex life, honey, is pretty much off the chain, which we already know that. We know Candy's freak level child breaks the damn knob off the meter. We already know that. But he decided to speak out in this little interview, child, where he talked about he and Candy's sex life being off the chain. Todd reveals that Candy keeps him tied up over there in that house. I was like, oh, really? Because y'all know she has her own SEX line. She has her own toy line, honey. And she probably tried all that stuff out on old poor little Todd over there. He probably don't get no damn sleep in that house. I was just like, Lord, Candy. Candy might be a nympho. She might need to go get some type of therapy. Because at some point, it can be exciting to be that, you know, into it. But then again, it can be kind of overwhelming for some people. Like, how much is too much? You have to ask that question. But he's talking about she keep him tied up over there. I said, not your little self tied up over there. You probably have on handcuffs and everything over there in that damn house. I was like, Lord. Like, it could be overwhelming. I don't know. And like I said before, you know, everybody has a certain freak level. And ain't nothing wrong with being freaky. It's nothing wrong with that. But when it's becoming overwhelming to where you just be like, Jesus, at what point do you tap out and be like, okay, this is team too much for me? Anybody ever had somebody that was just too much for them, freak level wise, to where you just be like, oh my God, I don't know. It could be crazy. And Candy and Todd, Lord have mercy, they do a lot. It sounds like. But like I was saying, Todd probably don't get no damn sleep over there in that house with Candy. And Candy is very out with her freak level. Like, she want everybody to know what she and Todd and everybody else be damn doing up over there. But like I said, she sound like she's a little nympho out here. And that could be a good thing. And it could be a bad thing sometimes. Child, I got a whole 18-wheeler broke down in the middle of the road, Lord. Ooh, and slammed into somebody. That's what it is. Ooh, Jesus, I hope they okay. Somebody about to get paid, Lord. Because y'all know when you hit somebody in the back, honey, that's their fault. So you better go on and get your checkup off them, sir. Look at me trying to get somebody paid. But like I said, Todd, I feel like he already knew what Candy was into prior to them being married, because a lot of the stuff that they're doing in their marriage, they were doing while they were dating. He knew Candy was a damn freak. It ain't no secret. Candy been all around Hollywood. There's several people that talked about how they've been with Candy and how she's very freaky. Okay, so shit. But she also revealed that she and Todd enjoy bringing people in their bedroom. That's something that she's been very open about. And she also mentions at this past reunion of Real Housewives of Atlanta, when I think it was Kenya that asked her, how many people have you actually had in your bedroom at one time? Candy said 5. And I said, damn, Candy. Damn, Candy, like 5 people at one time in the bedroom with you and Todd? That's a lot. That is a lot. Jesus, not me, girl, honey. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's a whole crowd right there, baby. No, ma'am. I don't like people in my bedroom like that anyway. Don't be in my bedroom. Don't be all up on my bed either. And I feel like that movie that Candy just put out, where she was in the movie where Drew Sidor was in the movie. I feel like that was Candy kind of living out loud. I feel like that was probably her life. and I feel like that was about Candy. I really do. I'm sorry. I feel like that movie was about Candy. Because, baby, Candy is a whole damn freak out here. But shout out to them, honey. Shout out to them. It's too much, honey. Todd, baby, and don't start complaining now, because that's what you signed up for. I don't see him leaving the situation, because the lifestyle that Candy has been able to afford him is a pretty good life. You living in a beautiful home. You have unlimited access to money. Plus, she's created businesses that keeps money in your pocket. So, hey, do what you got to do over there, sir. That's what you signed up for when you said I do, because you already knew Candy was a damn freak. Somebody said, yes, it was. That movie was totally about Candy. I'm sorry. That movie with Candy was living vicariously through these people in this movie. When I looked at the movie, I instantly said, okay, this is about Candy. I'm sorry. Just because I know how Candy is. Not that I know her personally, but from all the things that I've read about and I know about in interviews that I've seen her in, and just how she's so open with her life and her sex life as well. I said, this movie is totally about Candy. The first 15, 20 minutes of the damn movie, I was like, this shit right here is about Candy. And can't nobody tell me different. But, did everybody get to see the movie? I can't remember the name of the damn movie. I'm sorry. But y'all know what I'm talking about. The movie with Drew Sidor that she just put out. It was a good movie. Actually, my husband sat and watched it with me. And we were just like, I said, this shit is about Candy. Birds. This is by Candy and her wild sexual imagination. All right. And I said, Drew, you kind of played this role a little too well to be saying you ain't never been with no woman. Now, I know a good old lie when I hear one. And that right there was a good old lie. Now, if you say you ain't never been with no woman, you played that role very well. Especially when they had that little scene where she had the first little encounter with that woman in the bedroom. I said, all right now. That's looking like you done been there before. Cause they done said she was running around with old Ty. Old girl from, you know, the girl that played basketball. It's looking like you and Ty might have reenacted that at some point in time before the movie. I'm gonna move on past it. She said she didn't. I'm saying she did. But your husband Ralph was saying that you was having some situationships outside of him, which is why he was starting to act crazy. Okay? Yeah. Why people think because they with the same sex person that it's not cheating, that's still cheating. I'm sorry. If somebody else is doing the same thing to you that your current person is doing to you, it's cheating. I'm sorry. I don't care how you slice it, it's cheating. But let's move on, child. I'm not into that at all. I don't want nobody else touching me with my husband. Damn that. I'm sorry. Damn that. The Past. Thank you, y'all, for putting it in there. The Past. I don't know why I could not remember that. All right, The Past. That was a good movie. It was a good movie. The storyline was good. It kind of it was borderline Tubi, but it was a good movie. And I actually saw the woman that actually played in that movie in another movie. And me and my husband was watching. I was like, is that the same girl from Candy's movie? She played in something else we was just watching most recently. So it's looking like she's in a few movies. The girl that was falling in love with Drew on the movie The Past. I saw her most recently in another movie. I was like, oh, okay. And that's all I could remember about her. I kept thinking about her in that role on The Past. And she was playing something totally different. But let's move on. All right, so former NFL star Terrell Owens, you guys, was hit by a car after an altercation / argument over a basketball game. I was like, was it that serious to be doing all that? Damn. All right, so they said that Terrell Owens, honey, was hit by a car in Calabasas after an altercation over a basketball game. It says that according to the LA County Sheriff's Department, that deputies received a call, okay, about two men arguing at a bar. It says that investigators said that after the argument that a man who has not yet been identified struck Terrell Owens, honey, with his vehicle. And it says that Terrell is not said to be suffering any lifelong injuries, just minor injuries, okay? And that he denied medical help and or attention, rather. It says that police, they have not arrested the unnamed guy yet that hit Terrell with his car, but they are interested in questioning him. Yeah, they want to question you and they're going to arrest your ass, because if you out here using your vehicle to assault people, that is a crime. So not only do they want to question you, they're going to lock your ass up when they get you. I don't know if Terrell knew who he was to tell the police who he was. They're saying the guy was unnamed. So maybe it was just some random person that he got into it with at the bar. You got to be careful, because people nowadays are crazy. People are crazy. Nowadays, arguments don't just stay arguments. Arguments turn into other things. You never know what somebody else is packing. You just never know. You never know if somebody got a pow-pow, and a simple argument could turn into somebody being pow-powed and or unalived over something stupid. So now this person done got into a simple argument over a damn basketball game. He could have ended your life over an argument over a basketball game. And that shit ain't worth it. Like, it ain't worth it. I'd be like, look, all right, it is what it is, man. I ain't about to sit here and argue with you over no damn basketball game. That would have been my approach, and I would have walked the hell off. Some things is just not even worth going back and forth about. And that's some high school bullshit. And then he done, obviously it was still bothering him to the point to where Terrell done took his ass outside and the man done hit him with his car. Thank God it wasn't to the point to where Terrell was badly injured and or unalive, because people do that crazy mess. I've seen so many videos on TikTok, on Instagram, and everywhere else, YouTube, where people get in altercations and jumping on people's hoods or hitting people with cars. That's crazy. Those are crimes. You cannot do that. The woman don't want the man to leave, so she hop on the hood and he floored, driving 60, 65 miles per hour with her ass on the hood, because she don't want him to leave with the car. She just crazy shit. I be like, y'all be doing a lot. I be looking at these videos like, where do y'all come from? Like, y'all need to calm it down out here. It's just not worth it. So again, prayers to Terrell, honey. And hopefully you stop all this damn bickering back and forth with just random people and realize that nowadays that could be a very dangerous situation. All right, so I'm glad that he was not badly injured behind this. Let's move on, child. Oh my God. All right, so Jeannie Mai, honey, aka Sue Young, honey. That she gonna forever be Sue Young. It might be a little bit of Mulan too. Y'all remember the cartoon Mulan? I probably watched it about 20 times. I love that damn cartoon. She has decided to go ahead and remove Jeezy's last name Jenkins from her last name. Y'all know Jeezy's last name is Jenkins, honey. So she decided to remove it from her last name. She's also done it on all her social media platforms that she said that she deleted, which now her ass is back on Instagram again. And she said that she was willing to get off social media to focus on trying to do the things that Jeezy have asked her to do, which was come off social media for a while to focus on him and her and stop putting their business out there. Now she's back on social media. She has dropped Jenkins from her name because it was the Jeannie Mai and then she had Jenkins on the end. She removed that and is saying that she has removed Jenkins from her last name. I think she's coming to the realization that Jeezy is not trying to fix this marriage. I told you guys they are still living in the same house while they're going through this pending divorce. Her mother and father also live in the house with them, which that's hella awkward. Because you guys can't even have a simple conversation about things with mama right there. Her mama is very vocal. I've seen her several times on the show, The Real. They've had her plenty of times on the show. Her mama is very vocal. So imagine him trying to have a conversation with Jeannie about their marriage and Mama Mai stepping her ass up in there trying to give her 2 cents. That could be awkward. That could be awkward. He's the man of the house. Okay? And I'm not saying that everything that he says goes, but if he has things that's going on in terms of their marriage not working out because Jeannie is inviting all kinds of people in the house, we talked about it before. You have to kind of dial back some and hear your husband when he's telling you that these things are bothering him. So now she's in her feelings and she wants to make it publicly known. I'm dropping his name. She's just pouting at this point. You want everybody to know, because why would you put it on social media when that's one of the things that he asked you not to be on with social media? So you got off social media for like a week or so, because I just did a live about it. Now you're right back on there and you want everybody to see that you dropped his name because you in your feelings that he won't come back to you. So then she posts on her IG that she's only trying to focus on her daughter at this point. That my daughter is getting me through this situation with Jeezy. She ain't focused on Jeezy. She's just focusing on her daughter. Okay, well, that's fine, boo-boo. But that's what he's been telling you. That mouth and them Twitter fingers, baby. Stop telling everybody our business. If you want things to work out between you and Jeezy, stop telling the business. That's what he's been trying to tell you. He's private. He's a celebrity. He don't want social media and other platforms to be able to pick up things that you're putting out there and make a story about it if he's private like that. And it's like she don't get it. She don't get it. It's so damn crazy. But she says, oh, I'm focusing on my daughter now that we're having this pending divorce. But you want everybody to know that you mad at Jeezy and you done took his last name off and y'all ain't even divorced yet. You on some petty bullshit, sis. He really not coming back now. They probably fighting like hell in that house. They probably going back and forth like hell in that house. And I keep saying I don't understand why Jeezy just don't move the hell out and find him somewhere while this divorce is still pending. Because it's hard to look at a person in the face like that when you've already decided that you're done with them and don't want to be there no more. I could not do that. If I make up in my mind that I'm done with somebody, I don't want to be in the same vicinity as your ass. I don't want to come downstairs to get me a glass of orange juice and your ass standing there at the bar and we giving each other these awkward looks back and forth. Somebody got to bow out gracefully and say, you know what? Both of y'all are millionaires, and I said it before. Fine, even if you got to get a penthouse apartment somewhere, move your ass up out of there. You can still have a relationship with your daughter. Hopefully she don't be on that petty bullshit to keep you from having a relationship with your child. But at the end of the day, one of y'all need to move out. Get some therapy. Co-parent amicably until the judge tell you guys the final, whatever in terms of this marriage ending and how you guys are going to co-parent with this child. It's sad they were only married for 2 years. Okay, and I'm not blaming it all on Jeannie, because I'm sure Jeezy had some ways too that probably did not resonate with her. But at the end of the day, they just need to get far away from each other. Jeezy need to get the hell about their house, because I can see a train wreck before it happens in this situation. Period. She's starting to do interviews. She just sat down with Sherry Shepherd, sitting up there looking all sad like she was crying backstage. It's too early. Take some time to heal what you're still talking about it for. Stop doing interviews. Stay off the internet. Focus on your child and on your mental health. Divorce is hard. It could be hard. It's a mental thing. It's matters of the heart. It's the wrong time to be sitting on somebody's platform talking about what you're going through while you're going through it. Use that time to talk to a therapist so that they can give you that, because Sherry Shepherd, she was just looking for a story. She just want to be in your damn business. If you talk to a therapist, they're going to tell you how to redirect those feelings and how to get over that. But when you're just doing interviews just to get a little check and to be lashing out and telling all your damn business, that's all they want to hear, baby, is your business. That's it. They're going to pay you to get up there and talk shit about Jeezy. And they're going to run with whatever story that you give them. Period. Get over it. She needs to get over it. Get over it and get your mama up out your house. And I already said it. I know it's a cultural thing, but parents should not be living with you and your husband unless they're sick or something like that, and you have to take care of them, and it's agreed that that's, you and your husband agreed that okay, that's how it should be, da 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 da. But I love my mama down. I don't want my mama to live with me, because I already have a way that I like to run my household. I'm sorry, you can't have two women and two strong personalities, because she has a very strong personality like me. It's not going to work. You can't tell me how to run my house. I get it, you're my mom, but this is my house. And it would be great for me, because I could flip that shit on my mom and be like, I'm the woman of this house. That's how she used to tell me when I was growing up. I am the woman in this house. I'm grown. You would never be older than me. My mom, that was her favorite shit to say to me when she would get on to me, because I always had that. And baby, she would always tell me that shit. You don't run nothing but your mouth. That type shit. And I'd be like, okay. But yeah, it would be nice to be able to say that one good time to mama. This is my house and my rules. Okay. That shit would feel so good. But in retrospect, I don't really want nobody to live with me, to be honest, because I'm so finicky about how I like things. I'm a neat freak. I'm a germaphobe, all that shit. I don't want nobody staying with me, period. And I get it, family go through hard times. I just don't want that. I don't want that, child. Let's move on, though. Ooh. All right, so. Okay. Now, a Georgia man. Let's go on to the next topic. A Georgia man has been arrested, you guys, after stealing from over 100 Home Depot stores across the country. I wonder, was he the one that did that in Alabama down there when they was trying to say it was Kiki? Was he dressed up like Kiki and went up in there and was stealing out of Home Depot? I'm going to have to do some research on that. Because it kind of looked like Kiki, but now that they're saying that this man stole out of 100 Home Depots all over the country, it could have been him. What y'all think? I'm going to leave that alone. Because Kiki said it wasn't her, and they said she was not formally charged. So maybe it was him. He was looking at Love and Marriage Huntsville, and he said, I'm going to dress up like her, and I'm going Home Depot down there in Huntsville and be on Crime Stoppers. It could have been him. But let's move on, y'all. Now they're saying that on Antonio Bryant, honey, they didn't say where in Georgia, but they said he's from Georgia, has finally been apprehended on October the 11th after traveling to Ohio Township, Pennsylvania, to continue his alleged stealing, child. Not to continue his alleged stealing. That shit funny. So they're saying that per WPIX, that says that who obtained the court documents, they says that Bryant ticket switched items, okay, such as smoke detectors and digital switches. All right, he already knew what he wanted when he went up in there. So they're saying that police were unable to surveillance his vehicle, and they were able to surveillance his vehicle, and they were able to catch him in the act and walking out of the store with the merchandise, okay? So they were watching his ass. Now they're saying after his arrest and his untimely release, the same day, it says that Bryant committed the same crime, okay, the very next day at a separate Home Depot. I don't know what it is with him at Home Depot. Like, you won't no other stores that you could steal out of. Home Depot just had to be the store. Obviously, Home Depot got some good shit in there because everybody's stealing out of Home Depot. Home Depot and Walmart. All right, so that says that that he was actually arrested again once he got out from like bond from being arrested before. He was arrested the very next day, you guys, again with $100K bond for stealing again out of damn Home Depot. Some people just don't learn their lesson. You were caught stealing out of 100 Home Depot stores. Like, sir, damn. And it sounded like he was stealing the stuff and then going back and I don't know, shit. That's crazy. I ain't gonna say I would be scared to steal out of the store, but it just never occurs to me to do. It never occurred to me to do something like that. If I go in the store, I go in there and get what I need to get and I come out. I'm not trying to be putting shit in my purse or in my pocket, or I'm not trying to be on that. Anyway, I'm too cute to be in jail. I ain't got time for that. I got too much shit to do and going on. Like, it's crazy, the mentality of people. And 100 Home Depots as well. Sir, we got some more what the hell news. A man fakes a heart attack, you guys, to avoid paying bills at over 20 restaurants. Let's talk about it. Because I saw this topic and I want to talk about it as well. This says a man named Deja Monet is a man he's actually from Spain. It says that he was arrested after faking multiple heart attacks, okay, to avoid paying bills at over 20 restaurants. That shit crazy. Now they're saying that the 50-year-old visited 20 restaurants in the country's Costa Blanca region, okay, and they said that he would put on a show each time after ordering food and drinks at these restaurants. They're saying that that he would clutch his chest and that he would pretend to be fainting on the floor. But they said one restaurant owner caught on to his mess, you guys, okay, and said that that the owner started taking pictures of the scammer and sent it to other local restaurant owners to warn them about his heart attack antics, okay? And it says that the man tried it again at another restaurant and ordered several shots, check this out, several shots of whiskey and like this nice little seafood platter, honey. And it says that when the waiter came and approached him with the bill, and they said the bill was only like $36, they says that the suspect tried to leave, but then they stopped him from leaving. Then he attempted to try the infamous heart attack stunt, you guys, which they already knew that shit was coming. So they says that when the waiter called the police, all right, they says the man, of course, was finally arrested, so they never got their $36 up out of him because he was trying to do that whole heart attack bullshit again. I was like, this nigga right here. Sir, it's only $36. You're supposed to do that like if you get a bill for like $200. Then you fall out on the floor after you done ordered all them damn shots and whiskey and all this damn seafood they said he ordered. If the bill came back about $200, now I can see you wallowing around in the floor and pretending to have a damn heart attack, acting like Fred Sanford talking about it's the big one. I think it's the big one. You can do that. You can do that shit when it's about $200. But don't be out here on no bullshit like that on $36. Just go on and pay it. Damn. And these folk taking pictures of you and sending it around to other local restaurants saying, all right, this the food right here. If he ever come there, now I just want to let you know his ass gonna be falling out on the floor having heart attacks because he don't want to pay for that damn, you know, that macaroni and cheese and fried chicken and all that shit that he like to order. And he gonna be getting some shots as well. So just to let y'all know, when his hungry hippo ass, because he's a big dude too. I saw the pictures online. I said, yeah, when his hungry hippo looking ass come up in there ordering all that shit, just already know when that bill come, he gonna be down there like Fred Sanford. Oh, it's the big one. He looked over there at the bill like $36.97. Oh, Lord, I ain't gonna be able to do it, Lord. Oh, come and get me, Lord. Come on, Lord. I ain't gonna be able to do it, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. What, y'all charging me extra for macaroni and cheese? Oh, yeah, Lord, it's the big one. That's him looking at the bill. He looking at the bill and all the shit he done ordered. Oh, look like the whiskey done went up. I done ordered shots over here before. The shots now at $6.99. Oh, Jesus. I'm ready to come on home now, Lord. That's him in there. Take your ass straight to jail, okay? Because that's giving too much, sir. In there faking heart attacks over a damn $36 bill. I ain't know y'all charge extra for that. For cheese, y'all charge that much for cheese? Oh, Jesus, I ain't gonna make it, Lord. That's him in the restaurant. Nigga, get your ass up. Get your ass up and go pay this damn bill and get up out of here. Oh, that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny in a way, but it's not. Don't be going in restaurants and don't be doing dine and dashing either. We got a lot of people to be doing that as well. Order a whole bunch of shit, then jump up and run up out of the restaurant. Like, don't be doing that. Pay for your stuff. You go out, Pay for your stuff. Dining and dashing is also a crime. That's why they got all these damn cameras now in restaurants. We can't sit down and enjoy your food without people sitting back in a little room watching your ass to make sure you don't hop up talking about you got to go to the bathroom right quick. Tell you, wait, I'll be right back. I got to go to the bathroom. Like old boy did old girl when she ordered all them damn oysters. She told her ass, I'll be back. I'm going to the bathroom. And hightail it up out of there and skirt out in the parking lot and be gone. You already got your ass on camera. And probably got your damn tag number too. Yeah, y'all better stop that. Let's move on, child. I said, ooh, this nigga here. $36 damn dollars. This nigga. Alright, so moving on, honey. Arionne the werewolf. Let's talk about her. She decided to go live, child. And anytime she go live, you know the content creator's gonna pick it up. We're gonna talk about it. And I'm just gonna do it as well. Alright, so Arionne the werewolf, honey, Martell's side chick child, the one that's trying to look like Mel, honey. Y'all know everything Mel do, she lives to try to do as well. But you can never replicate, child. You just can't. But anyway, it says that Arionne, of course, she's back in Huntsville now, guys. Y'all know at one point she was staying with her sister when she got put out. She is back in Huntsville. She reveals on her recent live that she is in Huntsville and that she plans to stay in Huntsville. She also says that her daughter Paris is now living with her and that Paris will be with her dad for the Thanksgiving holiday. She says that they don't have a co-parenting agreement, that they just kind of talk back and forth amongst themselves and they agree, okay, Paris, you had her this particular holiday, I'll have her this one, da, da, da. So she's trying to say that Paris is back in her home, that she's helping her with her homework. She tried to make it very clear that Paris is living with her, because y'all know for a while it was out that her father had custody of her after that whole knockdown drag out between Arionne and Martell. So maybe he's allowing her to go to school back there. But she was saying that Paris was very vocal about wanting to be with her dad. That's what she was saying. Paris wanted to be with her dad. He wants to really stay with her dad. And she was very vocal about wanting to be with her dad for the holidays as well. So she said she's going to allow Paris to go and do that. Arionne also shares that at the reunion, she said that most of what was filmed, she says that they definitely spoke a lot about her several times. How do you know that, Arionne? You were not there. Why does she feel like Love and Marriage Huntsville is always about her when it comes back on? I can't name one time that they talked about her this season. Did you guys hear that? And I swear to God, well, I don't want to say I swear to God, but I promise you, I have been reviewing like every single episode, and not one episode we talked about Arionne or them talking about Arionne. She feels like this show is about her. So she says, yeah, you know, they just filmed a reunion. And, you know, they talked about me several times at the reunion. I was like, how do you know that? Mind you, she was in the gym working out, doing something she claimed she did not want to do because, you know, she's trying to get her body right because she's looking at pictures of Mel, and Mel is out here snatched and working and looking good. Mel is looking good. So anytime Mel is doing something, Arionne is always in constant competition with Mel. All right? Mel's body, baby, is bodying. Arionne already said, like I told y'all, she don't like to work out. She don't want to work out, period. But she was in there, child, working out and on live, talking crazy. I said, girl, nobody was talking about you at the reunion. She also makes mention of being tired of the bloggers and us picking up stuff that she have to say whenever she goes live. She's tired of the bloggers talking about her. Well, we're going to always talk about you, Arionne. You're going to always be the go-to. Anytime you go live, we're going to talk about you. I'm going to get a bag off you, always. Because you say and always do stupid shit. Honestly, you do. You put yourself in that situation when you mess with Martell and you broke up a family. People are going to always look at you as the go-to person and to talk down about you because of how you presented yourself. And I said before, if you didn't want people talking about you, you should have kept your mouth shut in terms of who you were. Most side chicks, they're quiet. You're going to see who you're going to see. If you're messing with a married man, do that behind the scenes and be quiet about it. But you had to announce yourself, and now you can't take the public scrutiny that comes behind it because you thought it was going to make you famous. But you're infamous. You're infamous. You're not famous. You're infamous. You want to be famous. You want to be on Love and Marriage Huntsville. You wish that they would talk about you. You really do. You're not famous. You're infamous for being a homewrecker that broke up somebody's family. And that trolled and continues to troll the wife who's done nothing to you. It's so crazy. She says that she wants people to leave her alone in terms of the bloggers as well. That'll never happen. Every time you go live, we're going to talk about you. I'm going to talk about you every time you click live. Every time. You deserve it. You need to hear about yourself. You need to be told just how much of a trash ass person you are, Arionne. Okay? You need to hear about it because you're real cocky about your stuff. See, if you will humble yourself and be apologetic and mean it, then maybe, just maybe, people would not be hard on you like they are. But the simple fact that you continue with the same shenanigans that you've done for the past decade now, and now the only reason you're working out is because you want Martell to see you. You let yourself go and you allow him to allow you to be in this depressed state to where, you know, you kind of looking like an auntie, and you still kind of look like an auntie in the face, but, you know, and then too, she had on that stupid ass filter with her eyelashes jumping all over the place like this. I was like, girl, you look so stupid. And somebody said in the comments, said, how do you look without the filter on? And she said, I'm still a bad bitch without the filter. Girl, you're not. You got hella acne. Martell got you stressed the hell out over there. And he talk about Mel all the time to her. So it has to be irritating to always have to hear about Melody. Melody this, Melody that. Martell really, really misses Melody. Look at how he's looking at her this season on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Arionne is seeing all of that. Because she watches the show. You better believe it. That is how she knows what Martell is doing and the connection between he and Mel. This particular season of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Martell is taking up for Melody. Anybody to say something negative, he is jumping down their throats. Arionne don't like that. He wants Martell and Mel to be at odds. He likes it when Martell and Mel are fighting. She likes it when Martell and Mel are fighting. So this season that he is just so enamored with Mel, sitting back staring at Mel whenever she walks in the room, or sticking his head in the door trying to see who's in there if Mel is there. Arionne's sitting back watching that. So now she done took her ass to the gym trying to work out so she could try to compete, because y'all know they've been showing Mel bodying, honey, this season. That last episode, honey, when she walked around that corner with them little shorts on and them heels on, you better believe Arionne saw that shit and was like, you know what? Baby, she stepped it up on that Stairmaster. She was on the Stairmaster on her live. I said, this the same bitch that said she don't work out. But you done saw Dr. Melody Cherie Rogers, honey, in them shorts, honey, with them legs showing. Now you got to get on the Stairmaster. I said, good God, look at this. Look at a damn mess. I said, Lord, 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 Lord. But child, ain't nobody talking about you at no damn reunion. And two, she was in Atlanta, but she was trying to say she was going to this polo classic. Ain't nobody seen no pictures. She ain't mentioned it no more. And no, we did not forget about it, Arionne. Because usually if you're somewhere, you go live and or take a ton of pictures to show that you're somewhere with Martell. But it's looking like he might have taken somebody else to this polo classic. While his ass was looking like a distressed deacon with that little flap on that little that blue suit he was wearing. He was looking like a distressed deacon, like he was getting ready to say a whole Easter speech with that little flap in the front, that little skirt. A little skirt suit that he had on. Looking a hot damn mess. I said, what the hell Martell got on? That blue, sir, was not your color, Martell. And then they was trying to say that suit, he was trying to say that suit was from like his collection. And we found out that it was from some website that he bought it from. And it was a cheap ass suit too. That's not from Martell's collection. It's a suit that he found online, okay, and purchased it and wore it to that polo classic. So Martell, stop lying. You don't even have a suit line. The only suit line that we know of is the one that's like the little short set with the plaid. It's like a gray and pink suit that he was wearing with the shorts. But you don't have no suit line, because Miguel already told you it's going to take you $100K, and you ain't got that kind of money, sir. You ain't even got nowhere to live. You ain't got nowhere to live, Martell. It's so sad. It's so sad, y'all. I'm so sick of them. But, do I want to park by the tree? I'm going to park in the shade, because I don't like being in the sun. Pardon me, guys. Let me park. We're about done, though. Oh my God, I'm so glad it is hump day. Jesus, we so close to Friday. I'm so glad. Let me straighten up. Ooh. Thank God for backup camera, y'all. Ain't got to be like Michael Jackson looking over my shoulder. All right. Ooh. Okay, but yeah, guys, like I said, she's been working out at the gym, trying to get her body right, because she's already made this proposition to Martell, saying that she's not coming back to him and she's not fooling with him again unless he proposes to her online. So she's trying to get her body right, because Martell likes women. He has a certain requirement for women that he dates, He said that he don't like women wearing weave. We've already saw her with weave, a head full of it in her head, where she tried to say she don't wear wigs and stuff, but she does. He likes a woman with a fit body, so that's why she's working out. She wants Martell to see her. And I'm just like, girl, you were doing all these things for Martell, but what is he doing for you? It's like he's continuing to make a clown out of you. Martell is keeping Arionne in a space to where she will always be there. And he tells her just enough and he fools with her just enough to keep her around. He don't want her, but he refuses to allow her to move on with her life. And it's just so sad that after a whole decade, you are still in the same place you were when you first started fooling with him. It don't matter if you work. She said, I work out 4 days a week now and I do Zumba. It still doesn't matter. You can have the best body in the world. Martell is not going to wife you because he sees you as a liability, and he is upset at the fact that you helped cause the situation he's in. He stay being homeless. He don't have a place to stay. He stay being broke because he now has to take care of Arionne and Knox. That's an additional to the 4 kids that he had with Mel. He can't really take care of himself. So it's like he resents her for him being in the situation that he's in, and I don't think she gets that. I think she thinks that because now that he's divorced from Mel, that he's free to be with her now, and he's never going to commit to her. He's going to come over there and sleep with her. He's going to do that because that's what she's going to allow him to do. And that's with any man. Men don't have feelings like we do. They can come over there and sleep with you 100 times and never have feelings for you. Women, we're the emotional ones who fall in love with, and it's always the ain't shit ones. When that situation occurs. But she doesn't realize, Arionne doesn't realize that Martell is never going to put her on the same pedestal that he put Melody in. And that's what she wants from him. It's never going to happen. It's never, ever going to happen. And it's so sad that she doesn't see that. Last topic, and we're going to get out of here. All right, so Wanda, honey. Wanda went live. And we're going to talk about it. Thank God I can't play it because I can't hardly take Wanda too much. But Wanda went live and she was talking a whole lot of mess. She was throwing shade. She was dressed like a disturbed first lady, honey, with her City Trend marked down prom earrings on, honey, with her Elmer's glue on the bike of her earrings. Because y'all know the last time she wore them raggedy ass earrings, the whole damn back fell off while she was on live. I said, see, that's that City Trend bullshit I keep talking about with you, Wanda. Keep buying them cheap ass earrings. You keep talking about people's shoes didn't come out the box. Them damn earrings didn't come in no box either. But let's keep going, child. It says that Wanda, honey, she was on her way to pop up on Fraudso, a.k.a. Marso, for his birthday yesterday. She was saying that, of course, y'all know that's the son-in-law she can't stand. She always says she can't stand Marso. But they had some kind of get-together for Marso at Black, all right? And she was also promoting the chocolate in a bottle, as she calls it, okay? The wine that you can't get online anywhere because they don't have a distributor. So you have to get it going to Black. You got to go to Black and get the chocolate in the bottle from Black, okay? So she was promoting that. She was also promoting her seasonings as well. And she was asking where all the Libras at. Y'all know it's Libras, okay? The zodiac sign Libras. She said, okay, where all the Libras at? Everybody in the chat was like, what the fuck? What's a Libra? She kept saying, where are my Libras at? Where are my Libras at? I was cracking up. I was like, what the hell, Wanda? So then she goes on to say that she did not go on YouTube because she was still grieving, honey. She was grieving over her mom because y'all know her mom passed away. She did a recent live where she went to the grave site to go visit her mom. So she says for a few days she had talked about going on live that Thursday or something like that, but she didn't get to go because she said she was still grieving, honey. Greedin, that one. Versus grieving, okay? Because y'all know in school they taught us to grieve and have V in it. But she said she was greeting, honey. I said, oh, okay, girl. So then Wanda also goes on to say that she has 42K views, honey, and that she didn't realize that she had reached 2,000 subscribers on her channel. Because y'all know she only had 1,000 subscribers only, for a year. It took her a whole year, honey, to get 2,000 subscribers. I was like, what the hell? But I was like, since when did you have 42K views anywhere, Wanda? Ain't nobody been watching that much of your damn channel over there for you to have no 42K views. Now, that was a whole lie. That was a whole lie right there, Wanda, because you barely be having about 20, 25 damn people in your damn chats anyway when you be over there on live. But she also goes on to say that there was some type of man that came to her house to fix something at her house with her hot water heater or something. And she said that the man saw a picture of her on the wall and recognized her from Love and Marriage Huntsville and says that after she revealed herself, I was like, revealed yourself? I know he ran the hell up out of there. She said that she had on her robes, okay? She meant to say robe. I was like, you had on a Rolls Royce? Like, what are you talking about out here? She said, I had on my Rolls when he came over there to fix the hot water heater. She meant robe. And she said that the man got so excited because he recognized her, honey, from the show. So Wanda's out here thinking she's a whole star out here, child. Wanda is thinking she is a whole star on Love, Marriage, Huntsville, even though your ass ain't been on there in quite a while, which I felt like that might have been a lie too. So she also, like I said, she mentions her seasonings, and she's saying that people not really buying her seasonings, child. Check this shit out. Says that people not really buying her seasonings, okay, because a lot of people are getting food stamps and that they ain't trying to be spending $10 on those seasonings. So she's selling her seasonings for like $10. And she's saying a lot of people not buying it because most people nowadays is getting food stamps. I'm like, no, they not buying it because they don't want that bullshit in their cabinet, Wanda. They're not supporting you because you talk too much shit. You got to be likable for people to spend money on you. So she also goes on to say that she's just selling just enough seasonings to keep her alive, okay? I was like, girl. So she also goes on to talk about her food truck. She says that the big purple, she calls it the big purple truck, that she says on her slogan on her truck says, show up, show out, and show me what you're working with. She says that's what's on her food truck. I was like, you kind of stole that because, yeah, that's a song, ain't it? Show me what you're working with. So then Wanda also goes on to say that her haters have been hating on her and her food truck, and that she reboot the bill, whatever that means. I was like, what the hell is she talking about? I was like, I don't know, Wanda. We're gonna move on past that because y'all know I try to say it the same way Wanda do. But she goes on to say that she's gonna be going live this Thursday, and she's gonna be talking about Stormy, Marceau, and the Fleshers. Okay, not the Fletchers, but the Fleshers, honey. Like this right here, like your flesh. She's going to be talking about the Fleshers, okay? And then she's going to also see? Get out of here, Wanda. She's going to also address Kiki spilling tea on Marceau and this particular threesome. So it might be some truth to it, y'all. Because y'all know anytime somebody start talking about some real shit that's going on between Tisha and Marceau, y'all know Wanda's coming. She's going to talk about that shit. But my thing is, how do you know what is going on and if Marceau ever had a threesome? Okay? She's upset that Kiki put that business out there, that Marceau had a threesome, and that she said that shit on the show, and Wanda's pissed about that, and she's going to be going online Thursday, according to her, to address it and or talk about it. Because, you know, Tisha ain't going to never talk about the shit. But she is going to throw subliminals on her IG channel to let people know that she is real mad and pressed about that shit. And then she's going to use Wanda to hop on her YouTube channel to speak for her and drag people, or try to grag, as she call it, grag people. Okay, so we'll see what it's giving, child. But she's telling people to check her out and to find out if Marceau had a threesome. And she's going to be going off on Kiki for spilling Marceau and Tisha's business. Okay, so, child, Wanda, you don't know who Marceau is sleeping with. You don't know what goes on. You don't even live in the same city as they do. Marceau is very sneaky. He's going to get in his car and continue to do what he wants to do. If he's out at the club and he sees somebody he want to mess with, if Tisha's not pleasing him, he gonna mess around, and he's been doing it. It ain't no secret. Hell, Wanda knows that Marceau be cheating, because like I said, why were you following him when you saw him in the truck that day, thinking that it was a woman in there? Why would you think that if you didn't feel like he was cheating? You were running around following him and blowing the horn and trying to see if it was a woman in the car when you saw him. So that lets me know that you know that Marceau does be stepping out on your daughter. So for you to be hopping your ass online, fussing people out for putting it out that he had a threesome, that just sounds so redundant. But whatever the case may be, guys, that is it, and that is all for our show today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our topics. Thank y'all for joining us, and thank you guys so much for any cash apps and or super chats that you guys have given. Thank you, Miss Scorpion, Miss Tyra Daniels, and Belle Wilson for modding for me today as well. You guys have a great day, and be blessed and not stressed. Okay, love you guys down to the ground, and goodbye.